How's it going, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate everyone who is hanging out with me today. Look at my hair, man. Gotta fix my hair. This is Friday, Takeaway Friday. My name is Jose Trujillo. I am the world's greatest living artist. I'm coming to you from my art studio. And bam, I need to talk to you guys about my takeaway today. What have I learned? What I have not learned. Things that I thought I knew. And I was like, no, I don't think I know that. Right? And things that I didn't think I knew. Yeah, if that makes any sense. But I was selling myself short. I was thinking that I needed to learn more, to be more ready, to stay in the continuous learning. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if you're just focusing on that, that may be slowing you down. That may even be stopping your progress. So today is Takeaway Friday. Every Friday at noon, I come to you with a short video here on Instagram. And some of you may see this later on YouTube, if you're lucky, if I feel like uploading it. Get your favorite beverage. Be ready. Be here. Be square. Yeah, something like that. How's it going, Kim? Good to see you. How's it going? Lucio Bruschi. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Megany Degger. How's it going? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by, joining in. I'm a full-time artist, guys. I've been a full-time artist for the past almost 6 years now. And I've been working on my artwork. I've been creating artwork for the past 20 years. For some reason, I never went aggressive for sustained periods of time. Well, not for some reason. I know it's my upbringing, the way I saw things, my surroundings, and on and on and on. It came down to me, right? But it was my mental state. And I want to share with you guys something really, really quick here. Look, if you don't find things working for you, if things aren't working, whatever that is, right? You're not showing artwork in galleries. Your mental attitude is out of its whack. It's out of its place. You don't seem to get anything done. You do, and don't seem to get anything done. At the end of the day, you're like, what did I get done? If all of these things are happening to you, you're not alone. I've been on that train. I actually still, from time to time, ride it and have to get off that train. Productivity is linked to mental, to your mind, to your mental state. And whether you want to be productive or not, whether that's your goal or not, I don't think you are going to get anywhere in your career, in your art business, whatever, without it. So might as well make it part of it. Might as well make a conscious choice that you're going to be productive. I don't know anybody that has done anything without being productive. I have never even heard of anyone. I know that, what's his name out there? Tim Ferriss. I think he wrote the 4-hour work week. Great title, but, I mean, Tim, come on, dude. That I don't know anybody. I've never heard of anyone working for 4 hours a week and making any impact in their career. Kim says, I ride that train too at times. Yeah, it's the train for, I don't feel right, the procrastination. You notice that you start slowing down. You notice that you don't have energy and you work a lot, right? You work a lot and nothing seems to get done, right? Like at the end of the day, you're like, what did I get done? What did I get done? What moved me to my goals, right? And this is a hard topic. This is a difficult. Thank you so much, Greta. Bam. Greta says, I have an exam tomorrow. Gotta be productive. Totally. Go for it. Yeah. It's one of those things that if you're not careful, you'll end up working all day and busy work. Busy work is the killer of production. I know some people say procrastination and this and that. Yes, procrastination, most certainly. Like everybody, we all understand that procrastination will kill your impact, your productivity. But something that it's hidden in there, it's because you're not focused. Totally, that's the whole thing. You're not focused. You're not going to get anything done. I used to think that it was just procrastination, and I still do think that it's procrastination. But you can get yourself to start doing things and still not be effective. This has happened to me multiple times. This actually has happened to me throughout my career, where I'm like, oh man, I got to get in the studio, right? And it's like, okay, for what, right? Well, I got to get to work in the studio. Yeah, but what is the intention? What are you accomplishing? What is the thing that you're going to, what is the fruit that you are going to come up with, right? And the thing is that it can become overwhelming, right? If you are a master procrastinator, it's even worse. But if you're not procrastinating, if you don't think of yourself as a procrastinator, you're like, no, man, like I'm really showing up, I'm really doing my work, and still nothing is happening. As my friend Kim here says, you're out of focus. You're out of focus. It's like trying to do something with blurry vision, right? It's like trying to do something semi-drunk with blurry vision. You're like, yeah, I'll get it done. Yeah, you're there, but it's not focused work. It's not much less laser beam focus. Laser beam focus is when all of your attention is there and you're like, boom, you're just flying, right? Laser beam focus happens usually in emergencies, right? In emergencies. I got an exam tomorrow. Boom, you become laser beam focused. You might have put it out for days, or you might have put it out for hours or whatever it is. And then all of a sudden, emergency has pushed you to a definitive moment where now you have to come out, right? Now you have to show up. And the thing is that human beings normally, we are wired that way. We won't get shit done unless we are. How's it going? Kat Biv. Luca Pasti. Good to see you guys here. The thing is that we're wired that way, right? We're like, comfort is really the name of the game here. When it comes to our lives, we spend our lives being in a comfort state, in a state of comfort. Because this is, if you're comfortable, it means that, yo, what's up? Razor artwork. It means that you're safe, right? If you're in a comfortable state, it means you're safe. And if you're safe, then all is good. The problem is that we're operating with a part of our brain that used to work that way thousands of years ago. Like, that made sense. If the comfortable person, right, got to stay in the cave, no saber-tooth tiger is going to kill you and eat you, and everything's cool, right? But that doesn't work anymore. Like, operating, and we're wired that way. It's not for us to be, ashamed or upset or whatever. We're wired that way. It's only a handful of people that get out of their comfort zones and become, Olympians. Yeah, they become like athletes and become, you become Michael Jordan. You become, I don't know, any of the big bands, the Beatles, Beyonce, Madonna, just a handful of people. Why? Because they get out of their comfort zones, whatever that comfort zone is. And most of these people get out of multiple comfort zones, right? They only eat certain things. They only train a certain way, and they train every day, and on and on and on and on and on. And I heard someone say that Justin Bieber wasn't making his didn't really deserve all that income. Not a while ago when he was going bananas, right? He was a teenager, and And I just thought to myself, I think at some point I was like, well, what's going on here? You know, like this, everybody's talking about it. And I know this is an off subject, but I'm talking about the same thing. And then you start thinking, right? I started thinking, this kid has to like work insane hours, right? He has to learn dance moves that most of us are like, dude, I don't know how you can learn, 100 different choreography, sets. I don't know how you can, and train your boys and be in a rigorous diet and sneak a burger maybe once a year, or stuff like that. I know it sounds like these are high, what are they called? High performance people, right? And certainly not all of us are going to be high performance people. Not everybody wants to be a high performance person. I completely agree. I understand that, but mimic some of the attributes that these people, some of the behaviors that these people are doing in order for us to get out of comfort zones. I heard that Jennifer Lopez was to this day she'll go after whatever she's going after, whether it's a job, acting, or a gig, singing, or whatever, like the very first one. She goes with like full focus. This I heard from one of the people that was a personal trainer. I heard it in a YouTube video. They were talking about it. And I thought to myself, man, like this is crazy. People that don't need it go after it like it's the very first time. And many of us that need it, that need our breaks, that need to show our work in galleries, to sell our work, we go after it like we don't need it, right? Like, oh, whatever, I don't need that, yeah, I'll get to it next week, or if we get to it, we go, we make it an event, like, oh, I'm going to go talk to a gallery, but first I'm going to stop for lunch, and then I'm going to walk around, and then, I'll pretend to see the paintings first, and then at the very end, if all goes well, you're like, hi, Mr. Gallery Curator or Owner, my name is Jose Trujillo, I'm an artist, and, just wanted to say hi, stop and say hi, and then you leave, and, it's just miserable attempts, right? So we treated it like we don't need it. So getting back again, I know I'm touching on different points here, but it all goes together. Getting back to what I was saying in the beginning, look, it's only when emergency hits it. Imagine that something goes wrong in your home, right? The water pipe breaks, right? And now you are forced to an emergency way of acting. Remember when you have acted in a very, emergency situation, high emergency situation, how did you act? You were not desperate, you were focused, right? You were in a fight or flight situation, right? It's either sink or swim. And you're extremely laser focused. And if your buddy calls you in that moment to chit chat, you'll be like, you won't even answer. But if you even answer, you're like, dude, I gotta go. Bye. Boom. But when we're working, we don't act like that. Your kids are pretty good. Yeah. But when we're working, we don't act like that. When we're working, we're like, oh, yeah, we treat it as if it's not necessary, as if we don't need it, as if nothing is pressing us. Although we eat from there, or although that work is going to bear fruit later, and it's going to help us achieve those goals that we want, right? Let's say that you want to get yourself a gallery show, right? You want to get yourself a gallery show, and you act like you don't need it. So this is my takeaway, guys. My takeaway Friday. Look, there has to be an agreement that you do with yourself. There has to be an agreement that you do with yourself that you have to tell yourself, look, I need this, right? I need this. If you don't need it, you're not going to get it. And I'm not talking about a psychological need where you're stuck in something. I'm talking about I must, whatever it takes. This is going to get accomplished. Like this is going to happen, right? And I've noticed that if I don't approach things that way, I rarely ever do them. They rarely ever get done, and if they do, they kind of get done half-ass, and because you have so many other things in life, right? So many other things are pressing you. There's so many things happening. You got to pay your bills. You got to go to the grocery store, take your kids to school, and on and on and on and on. Maybe you catch a flu. Maybe you, hopefully not, right? Maybe you get a cold is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I said flu. Maybe you catch a cold, and and on and on and on, and you have to change the tires in your vehicle, and all the things that happen in life, right? All of these things. And if you don't act with a sink or swim attitude, you're not going to get out of it. See, you need energy to get out of it. It's energy. It always will come down to energy. And Philip says Stephen Pressfield has a good book on this topic. It's called The Resistance. Oh, I love that. I love that.
We're going to have to get it.
I'm going to have to get it. I love this. Stephen Pressfield. How do you remember? Stephen Pressfield, okay? Has a book on this.
I'll find it on Audible.
I hope it's on Audible because I love audiobooks, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you, you're making such great points because
that's my wife right there talking. Matt says, anyways, your bits have helped me a lot with painting. Thanks. What were you saying, Mija?
No, I was gonna complain because I've had this stomach virus for like 4 days or whatever.
Right.
And today I was like, oh, I gotta work.
Right.
And as I'm pulling orders, I'm like, oh my God, I wanted to complain. And then I just thought to myself, what a blessing that
Kim says hi.
Hi, Kim. Sorry, I haven't been around. I've been sick. I was thinking about what a blessing, because it's really not about the things. I think people think when you talk about monetizing from your art or monetizing or creating a business, that it's about buying things. And I thought, what a blessing, because when I had to take our son to the doctor, and they were like, do you want the Tamiflu? And I know that the Tamiflu is expensive. I knew that I had the money there to be like, I haven't been able to control his fever. He has a flu.
Listen to this, guys.
I have it. It's there without worry. And I think a lot of times we forget. We're so used to living in that space of budgeting and worrying that we forget what it would. We don't realize what it would feel like to not have that there. Right. You know what I mean? Even though I'm like stressed because I'm sick and I have to work those 12, 14 hours.
Right.
I told myself as I was pulling paintings, I'm so blessed that I have enough work.
Right.
That it requires me to work that much.
Right.
Because that means that there's income coming.
There's income, yeah. There's an income stream
Sorry,
coming.
I know it's random, but I think your talk is spot on, and I'm going to go back to my sick corner.
Love you.
I love you too.
So yeah, listen to that, guys. Look, it's when you realize that whatever work you're doing is providing for you. Thank you so much, Vivi Art. Kim says that's a blessing. Totally. You have to pay your bills. You have to take care of the doctor. You have to take care of, like in my case, I'm a husband. I'm a dad. I have to take care of my wife. I have to take care of my kids. I have to take care of the household. I have a studio and an apartment, and I have to take care of both. And certainly my wife, without my wife, I don't think I could do this. And I don't mean like I could do this. I don't mean I could do this at this pace. Because if you're doing it alone, you can do it. You just gotta, I talk about this in other videos. You gotta keep doing it to the point where you start getting help. Because you gotta get help. If you wanna blow up. So think about the times that you acted in a necessity, like my wife right now. She's not feeling well. And there is orders pressing us, right? And I still take this time to do this video. And you would think like, oh, no, I can't do this video, right? I can't do this video. I got to go work and take care of other things and on and on and on. No, because that's life. Like I committed myself to this video and this video is going to be done. Whatever it takes. It has to be a whatever it takes attitude, a mental attitude. It shifts. Now, it might not shift for most people right away, like cold turkey. Like, oh, my God, I'm going to start acting uh, in an emergency type of way. And I'm not talking about psychologically that way. I'm talking about physically. You're physically calmed, but your body, the way you function, it's like you're a fireman. You're only putting fires out. You're working at such a pace that you're so productive that there's peace in your mind. If you're not productive, there's no peace in your mind. If you're not productive, you could be sitting around, laying on a couch, eating Cheetos all day, and still have anxiety. I know, because I've been in situations like that. And you still can have anxiety. Anxiety and the mental stress doesn't come from working. There's so much talk about this. Like, people are like, oh my God, working. Working is going to drive me crazy. No, working is actually going to get you out of it. Working, but it has to be focused working. It has to be the work that you're not effing around. You're not around the bush. You're going to go study. You go study. You don't go turn on the right music. You don't go get the right lunch. You don't go put on the right clothes, take a little shower beforehand. No, you go to it. You go to it like you're you're a Navy SEAL after something, right? After whoever. Kim says you both are blessed to have each other, and in turn you are delivering positive information on all levels to the world. That's more than the money in the world. I love that. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's I feel like it all comes together, right? It all comes together. One of my mentors said, don't do activities, right? Follow the money, right? Follow the money, but don't follow the money. It's a weird concept. Do activities that only help others, and let the money come in, right? Let it follow you. So it's a little weird concept, right? Because I've heard it from different people, I've heard it from mentors and coaches, and they talked about this type of thing, right? If you are providing if you're in business, you are providing a service. Either it's a tangible, intangible, or something. You are providing a service, and you have to be full in. And it's the only way. I don't know any other way. I've tried everything. I've tried the purest way, and I tried the gimmicky way. I'm sorry to say that, but I tried it. Nothing bad, just, trying to be like the suit and the tie and be like, oh, I'm going to be, super. There's nothing wrong with the suit and tie either. It just didn't go for me. That's what I'm saying. It's not for me at that time anyways. I like suits and ties, but not when I was doing it. It wasn't legit, right? So I've tried the very purest. I'm going to be zen. Everything's going to be cool. And then I didn't work hard enough. And then I tried the other way, which was like, oh, I'm going to be super salesy and gimmicky, and it didn't work either. So what I've noticed is, dude, just be real, but be aggressive. Be hard on it, be focused, but you got to be real. And so anyways, guys, I'll leave you with that, okay? Next time you are in a situation where you are in an emergency situation, pay attention to that. Pay attention to how you act. You're going to cut out the fat, all the BS, and you're going to focus only on what you need to do. Your car breaks down. You're not going to be thinking about, oh my God, I need to talk to my friend, or oh, I'm going to play Candy Crush on the phone. No, you're going to be in high alert mode, right? Oh, I need to change the tire. Who do I call? Blah, blah, blah. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing, but we don't treat our work that way. So pay attention to how you treat emergency situations, things that are pressing you, how you treat them. And if you could only treat the things that are very important to you, like work, like your household, like your career, that way, watch your life change. It is only in those moments where I see peaks in my career. It's only in those moments when I'm like, I'm going to treat this like it's an emergency. And then boom, all of a sudden I see a peak in my career. So I'll leave you guys with that. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much. This is Takeaway Friday. Every Friday I come to you with a nice takeaway throughout the week, things that I've learned in my week. And don't forget, Mondays, I have Mindset Mondays. Okay? Thank you so much, Kim. Kim says, thanks, Jose. You're an uplifting mentor. You rock. Awesome. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to be staying in touch on Instagram. And don't forget, I have over 1,000 videos on YouTube. where I talk about different stuff. See you Monday. Monday at noon, Arizona time. Mindset Monday to get your mindset right before you start working. Take care. Adios.